welcome to the Virtual Groomer. My name is Jack, your host, and today I am bringing you another shaving video. And my choice of soap today is going to be from Zingari, man. And this is the Duo Barrel Proof. The Duo Barrel Proof is in the Sago base. She does have a new updated vegan base, which I'm eager to try, and I will do that at some point. The scent of this, well, I mean, she typically has these scent notes here: bourbon, sandalwood, and oakwood. The scent of this, and I've already loaded the tub. So to me, as far as like a scent profile goes, I get like a creamy sandalwood. You would typically, if you smelt the Soft Heart Sandalwood by Barristan Man, it's the similar sort of like sandalwood profile, with like a slightly like bourbon vanilla booziness. There's a definite booziness there. I don't get tons of the oakwood, but I know people that do. So I think it just depends on the level on the nose, I guess. But like for me, I don't get much oakwood from that. For me, it's a really nice creamy sandalwood with a nice boozy accord underneath. The most prominent note to me is sandalwood, but the booze is there for sure. So that's the soap we're going to be using today. I'm looking forward to seeing how the scent develops when it lathers up. The brush of choice is going to be none other than the Varlet, or Varlet, however the hell you pronounce that. This is the Gaslamp, and this holds a 29mm XD knot. And our razor is new but not new. This is the Carbon CX Titanium. And this time I'm using the 0.88 plate. That's the plate I bought it. It's got the plus on it. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. Maybe. But that's what we're going to be using today. So let me get the glasses off. I'll talk you through, obviously, the razor and the soap, as they're relatively new. At least to me. So get the face wet, and then we'll get lathering up. So, Sago, it's one of those bases, for me, that, well, to be honest, I load all of my soaps quite heavy now. There's a few reasons for that. The biggest reason is there's just so much soap, or at least soaps last ages. If I'm not going to use them really regularly, I may as well, I may as well actually use them properly and get a pretty decent load. I also find Sago needs slightly more product anyway. So lathering it heavier only really benefits you in terms of the overall lather it creates. So there's that too. Yeah, the scent is nice. The scent strength is probably about, I'll say 5 or 6. Like, it's definitely there. Let's get to lathering. Very pasty at the moment. Let's just get it on there. In my experience, Sago comes together quite quick. So I'm gonna fill the sink because people get annoyed at me. JR gets annoyed at me. There we go. Don't need to deal with that anymore, JR. So I don't just splay for the sake of splaying. I want to see development of lather like that's happening here. When there's no development of lather, it means there's not enough water in the knot, so I'm just going to add more water. It's coming together already, which is pretty characteristic of Sago from my experience. Yeah, very nice. So all I'm doing really is dipping the tips. This is a big dense knot, so it can hold a lot of soap, and you can see. So really with knots of that nature, it's important to get a pretty long load anyway. because a lot of the soap can like kind of sit within that knot and not want to come out sometimes. Although I'd say for like a much denser than average knot, this XD has great flow through and dispenses lather really well, but that's not really common for the denser knots on the market from my experience, to be honest. Big dip. So you see it's still growing here, and that's why I'm still adding water. It's going to get to the point really where the density is kind of where I want it, and then I can start painting water like I typically do. But you can see like there's plenty of lather in the brush. So I know I'm not ready yet. It's very dense, but I'm not ready yet. Because there's like the way I would describe it is there's almost like when skating along my face with the brush, there's almost a little bit of resistance. And I know that's because it's not hydrated enough yet. So we want to get it there. And for anyone that's new, welcome to the virtual groom room. My name is Jack, and I like to lather. I really like to lather. So you'll get used to this. Me not with a razor to my face, but lathering instead. Sorry, JR. JR's the one that gets annoyed about it. The faucet. What do you guys think of the faucet? Yeah, so the density is kind of where I want it. Very nice. And what we're just going to do is keep painting water in, because I know Sago can handle the higher levels of water. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, hydrated lather. When you're done in Sago, it's truly fantastic. It really, really is. And I just love how much water, it takes. But that's very dense. But we're gonna add more water. Where are we in terms of time? Oh, we're at 7 minutes. Like, I've still got an hour left to lather. That's okay. Okay, so it's nearing its water tolerance. I can feel it. So we're gonna stop there. Clean up the lines, and then we'll get to actually shaving. This brush is slippery AF right now. So I don't like wasting lather. I know a lot of people would just do this and rinse it. The way I see it, and from my perspective, I've put an effort to build this lather. Why would I get rid of it? So if it's like insignificant like this, then yeah, I'll rinse it off. But like big bits of lather like this, I want to keep that. This big bit of lather, I want to keep that, so I'll put it back on the brush. There we go. So good. Very nice. Excellent. Okay, let's chuck the brush over there. Let's clean the area because all the water's going to drive me bananas. And let's get to shaving. Okay, so razor I'm using today, as I said, is the .88 carbon tie. with a second use Gillette Nacet. So what I would say about this, for anyone that watches my videos, or has watched for a while, you'd know how much I really enjoyed the original plate for this razor. And the same goes for the .88. I asked for the exposure and he kind of refused to give it to me. So there's that. But there's not much blade feel on this. And it's as smooth as a knife going through butter, which is good. I've actually come to really appreciate the overall design of this razor, as far as ergonomics of the handle goes and stuff like that. How they've designed it to save weight where they can. And you can feel that, you know. I believe this is one of the lighter tie razors I've used, and it might be one of the lightest offered on the market. But Carbon offer a even lighter option, which is a carbon fiber option, which is bananas. Like, you don't see that very often. I don't need much lighter than this, so it's in its 50s in terms of grams, so it's ideal for me really when it comes to titanium. But yeah, no problems with Sago, as expected. Sago is genuinely excellent. Yeah, it's brilliant. Every time I use it, I'm like, damn, this is good. Very, very good. Okay, let's lather up for the second pass, shall we? Handle is freaking slippery, so we're gonna try not to destroy any of the flow through there. Got a little bit of it, that's fine. Very nice. It's just such a nice. See what happens if we spray the brush. You can still see it dispensing lather. This XD knot by Varlet, or at least mine, is very soft. Fantastic. Okay, let's go kind of cross / against the grain on the neck. I really enjoy this razor. It's funny because it's quite the opposite experience I had with the titanium. I did not like the titanium very much. I just it didn't feel as safe. This feels a lot different, which is funny. Goes to show how much difference good weight saving properties have. Have any of you guys tried a titanium razor? If so, like, what do you think in terms of differences between the titanium and the stainless steel? Share, give it to me in the comments. Because for me, it's pretty drastically different. I find the pressure matters a little less. It's a bit more forgiving. And that's kind of what I'm after, you know. I'd say the scent strength on this, like, is prominent. No problems detecting the scent kind of as you're shaving. So the real test for these razors for me is here. Right there. That's where I'm, on my face at the very least, the most sensitive. Like, I will get irritation here if the razor doesn't work for me. So, let's see. That was good. No issues with like dragginess or anything. Let's get the sideburns and I think we're good to go. There's tons of residual lather here. I wouldn't always recommend doing this, but the soap is certainly slick enough to be able to get away with it. The residual slickness is good enough. I also don't go over the same spot a lot of times, so there's pretty much always residual slickness left over. But yeah, that's a great shave, guys. Look at the beautiful lather left over. I'm gonna get this on the face, and I'll be back for the final thoughts. I'll see you soon. Hey guys, welcome back. Oh man, great shave. Yeah, that Sago kind of like immediate post shave is so good. No tightness whatsoever, kind of as you would expect. I'm not going to use a post shave today, and I'm going to write in the description kind of how the long lasting post was, because I've been doing that more recently and I've been coming to realize that we don't need aftershave products. Zingari's aftershave products are, in my opinion, like some of the absolute best, but there's just no point when the post shave on the soap is as good as it is. Mind you, I do have like fairly oily skin, but no, like phenomenal. Let's clean that up a bit. And that. But yeah, man, let me show you the stuff I use today and I'll let you guys go. Soap, the Duo, Sandalwood, Bourbon, Oakwood, barrel proof, brilliant. Scent is lovely. If you're a fan like those boozier, woodier scents, you'd love this one. I believe it's still available via top of the chain. I'll put the link in the description below if I remember. Very, very good. I highly recommend it. The Varlet Gaslamp with a 29mm XD. Look at the gel on that. Beautiful. And then my razor of choice today was the Carbon CX Titanium with the second use Gillette Nacet and the .88 plus plate. Great razor. I'm really happy to have it back. I'm happy with the efficiency overall as well. I was never unhappy with the efficiency. I'm not that sort of guy that chases like the most efficient razor. It doesn't bother me. I know I'm going to get to the same place eventually, so it doesn't really matter to me. But no, I'm really happy to have that in the den. Really happy to shave with barrel proof for you today, guys. If you're new around here and haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. I very much appreciate it. Apart from that, my name is Jack, your host in the Virtual Groom Room. Wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful day. And goodbye for now.